Hey guys, today is going to be a very simple, very basic beginner TRX class, 12 exercises. This is low impact / no impact, although you can add your impact if you'd like to. I'm going to keep this really simple and straightforward for those of you who are just starting out with TRX. So it's my favorite tool of all the tools because anybody can use it as long as you're trained properly on it. And if you keep your form just right the whole time, because your core is going to work 100% of the time, and if you are really being careful with your form, you're going to work the muscles you're supposed to. And if you're not keeping your good form, you're probably going to work muscles that you shouldn't yet, and then when you get to those muscles, they might be a little bit pooped out. So let's keep it with good form. If you need some help with that, any questions on anything in particular, please just get a hold of me through DM on Instagram at Dittmar Fitness and Health, or you can reach out to me on DittmarFitnessandHealth.com, and I'm also on Facebook as well. So please feel free, and of course this will be on YouTube. 12 exercises, 40 seconds in length of your work, and a 20-second break so that I can show you where you need to put your straps and how you should be facing your TRX, and then also which muscles you're supposed to be using so that you can bring your mind to muscle during the workout. So yes, 12 exercises. We'll do all 12, then we'll do all 12 again. This is about, I want to say, around 24 minutes or so. Don't quote me on that, but I'll have it in the content for sure. And I'm hoping that you can hear me. I've lost most of the good light today, so I'm going to do my best, and hopefully you can see everything that I'm doing. So, okay, here we go. All right, 12 exercises. First one is going to be chest press. Straps are long, and you're facing away from your anchor. Here we go. Okay, straps all the way long, facing away. Hold on to your handles. Set yourself up in a good plank position, feet about shoulder width apart, shoulders down, and then bend the elbows to about 90 degrees. Lean forward until you get into that push-up position. So you can definitely stagger your feet here and take some of the load away from the chest. If you're having any shoulder issues, low back issues, you should always support the back that way in your plank. Otherwise, feet wide makes it a little bit easier. Feet together makes it a little bit more challenging. And of course, one leg would make it even more challenging as far as your core work goes. Okay, exercise number 2. We're going low row. So that's the upper back. Take it all the way short of your straps. We're going to face our anchor this time. Set the shoulders down. We're going to face away from you first. You're going to pull elbows to the rib cage as you work the upper back. Keeping the neck neutral, your plank straight. I'll go to the other side and show you what I'm talking about here. See if you can see me from that far away. Go back. And a big squeeze. So the steeper the angle, the harder the move is. So you can walk your feet down or you can walk your feet back and make it a little bit nicer. Changing the angle changes the workout. Okay, rest it there. Next one's going to be front squat. So we're going to move to the lower body for just a moment. All the way long. Straps underneath your arms on this one. I'd say 99% of the people that I work with that have knee issues love this particular move because they can do a squat this way without hurting their knees. So straps under, hold from the outside, pin the straps down, walk back just a little bit into an angle, feet about shoulder width apart, and then press the hips back as you come up onto your tiptoes. So hips back into your squat, come out of your squat, tiptoes, squeeze your quads, squeeze the fronts of your thighs, squeeze your legs, squeeze your bum. A little faster is going to get your heart rate up a little bit. Your angle is going to change a little bit, but on this one, if you want to make it a little bit harder, maybe add some impact, you would add a hop at the top right there in your front squat. Going back to the arms here in just a moment. Okay, keeping the straps long, we're going to face away from the anchor again. So maybe you picked up on this. When you're pressing or pushing anything away, the straps go long. As you're pulling, the straps are short. So this is a tricep press, working the backs of the upper arms. So upper arms are about level with the floor. So change your angle with your feet as you need to. And you're going to bring your knuckles to your temples or to your forehead. And then press all the way straight and squeeze right there. Really big squeeze. So from the side, it's gonna look like this. Here. Again, you can stagger yourself on this one if you need to kind of work that strength up in your triceps. These are tiny little muscles. And the tighter and the stronger we get them, the less, I don't know, kind of wiggly we have in the back of the arms. Doesn't take away the fat, but it is definitely gonna tighten up that area. One more. Okay, to bicep curls, all the way short. So we're gonna face our anchor this time, upper arms again, level with the floor. We're gonna pull to the fronts of the shoulders. Big squeeze, all the way back out. So I'll come out this way. I'll show you. Let's see, go right here. Pull, squeeze, all the way back. Squeeze, all the way back. So I'm not lifting my elbows way up high at the top, and I'm also not going to drop them down here. That's a low row again. So big pull. Try not to death grip. Again, walking the feet back is going to make it a little bit nicer. Walking them in is going to make it a little bit harder. 3, 2, 1. Okay. We are on our front fly. So this is the front of the chest. On this one we don't have like super strong muscles up in the front of the chest a lot of times, especially women. So I would suggest for sure going into a stagger stance. On this we're going to face away, straps are long. Stagger stance, 1 foot forward. You're going to come out until you feel that stretch. Tiny little bend in the elbows, little stretch here, and then all the way in squeeze. So lean out and squeeze. You can keep it right here, or you can change your stance to shoulder width. Come out to the squeeze and back down, making sure you're not shrugging into it. You're using the front of the chest, shoulders. Holding the core tight. Belly button to spine. 8 more seconds. And then we're going to go to the backs of the shoulders next. We're going to take them all the way short. Okay, so all the way short because we're going to pull again. So this one's for the back of the shoulders. Right here where we have so many little muscles back in there that support the big muscles, and big muscles always want to take over. So we need to strengthen those guys up so our shoulder joints stay pretty stable. So you're going to lift and pull and rotate open. So back down, lift, rotate open. So when I say rotate, I want you to come into this. So your elbows come forward just a little bit. You can again stagger your step. Don't need a big angle on this one. Big pull. Finish it up there, really rotate it open. That's where you get that work. Right there. 3, 2, 1. Oh, those get tired pretty quickly, so make sure you stretch it out for a second. If you need to in the middle of it. We're gonna go to the floor for hip press. So taking the straps down to about mid-calf or knee-high. So backs of legs, so hamstrings, glutes. And press the heels down while you curl the hips up. So sometimes people say that they feel it in the backs of their knees or in their calves. Calf work that's normal on this, especially when your hamstrings get tired. But if it's bothering your knee or those tendons behind your knee, just pull your feet out, place them on the floor, and then do your bridge that way and see if that'll help. Give about 12 more seconds. Okay, the next one here is going to be, I believe, abductors. Well, we're going to go straight to sit-ups. So hands behind your head. Perfect. If you're not pulling on your neck the whole time. So fingertips behind your ears. Or you can go hands across your chest, or you can lead with your arms if you want to. Or just keep it at crunches on this one. So my hips are going to probably float, or my knees are going to float in and out. I'm not pulling on the ears. And keep them right there. And go here. And also go here. I've had people grab their knees and pull themselves up when they're learning how to use those muscles. That's great. Oh, perfect timing. Okay, our next one is going to be abductors. So hands behind your head, very important. Hands are up. We're going to use the outside of our hips, our medial glutes. Legs are straight. Big deep breath. Toes are up, or maybe even rotated in would be ideal. Off the floor. Open, shut. Not speedy. Keep these at regular tempo, regular pace, which is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's even a little speedy for a regular pace, actually. So try to keep those toes straight up. The toes want to go out because the quads are stronger than our medial glutes. We need our medial glutes to work right now. So a good option for this one would be placing the band above your knees or mid-calf, and then walking side to side with our toes straight or inward, so that we can work the same muscles up there. Okay, rest it there. And then the next one is bicycles and then planks. Our last two in this first round. Bicycles, this is not an elbow flappy move. I want you to lift up, press the elbow down to the floor, lift up, so the other elbow can meet the knee. Press down, turn. Okay, keep the elbows wide. Speedy because they're easier when they're faster. Lift and turn. Lift, turn. And our last one of this round is plank. So you can go toes in, and your hands are your elbows, for elbows. If this bothers your back, if your core is not quite strong enough yet, keep it to the floor, not in the straps. Palms flat, looking straight down at your thumbs. Keep the hips up so they don't sink, they don't drop. Fine. 6 more seconds. And then we start round 2. Alright, knees down. Feet out. Straps go long. This is round 2. Chest press. Try maybe a little deeper.